world. Welcome to another reading vlog. I am going to start Riley Sager's Final Girls. I just started the epilogue and it is amazing. Basically, the epilogue, Pine Cottage, 1 a.m. The forest has claws and teeth. All these rocks and thorns and branches bit at Quincy as she ran screaming through the woods. But she didn't stop. When the rocks dragged into her soles of her bare feet, not when the whip-thin branch lashed her face and the line of blood streaked down her cheeks. Stopping wasn't an option. To stop was to die. So she kept running, even as bramble wrapped around her ankle and gnarled at her flesh. The bramble stretched, quivering before Quincy's momentum yanked her free. If it hurt, she couldn't tell. Her body already held more pain than it could handle. It was instinct that made her run, an unconscious knowledge that she needed to keep going no matter what. Already she had forgotten why. Memories, the 5, 10, 15 minutes ago, were gone. Her life depended on remembering what prompted her flight through the woods. She was certain she'd die right there on the forest floor. So she ran. She screamed. She tried to not think about dying. The white glow appeared from in the distance, faint along the tree-choked horizon. Headlights. Was this near the road? Quincy hoped she was. Like her memories, all sense of direction was lost. She ran faster, increased her screams, raced towards the light. Another branch whacked at her face. It was thicker than the first, like a rolling pin, and the impact both stunned and blinded her. Pain pulsed through her head as blue sparks throbbed across her blurred vision. When they cleared, she saw a silhouette standing out in front of the headlights. A man. Him. No, not him. Someone else. Safety. Quinn quickened her pace. Her blood-drenched arms reached out as if they could somehow pull the stranger closer. The movement caused the pain in her shoulder to flare. And with the pain came not a memory but an understanding. One so brutally awful that it had to be real. Only Quincy remained. All the others were dead. She was the last one left alive. That is just the epilogue. And I wanted to read that because it was so powerful. This writing style of Riley Sager, he is an amazing writer. This is his freshman novel, from my understanding as well. And this is going to be amazing. This is going to be an amazing read. So I will check in with you as I read more into this book. I am making black bean enchiladas with rice. And that's what we're going to have for dinner tonight. Black bean enchiladas with rice. Yummy, yummy. Voila, finished product. That is our enchilada. It looks more like a burrito. I don't know why the recipe said it was an enchilada, but it's a burrito to me. A black bean burrito with rice. I am watching the movie Psycho with Jamie Lee Curtis's mom. She stars in this movie. Janet Leigh. And I'm very excited to get back into this movie again. I like to watch it during the fall season. So we're heading back to the Bates Motel. Hello, Book World. I am on chapter 22 of Riley Sager's Final Girls. This book is very interesting so far. I do enjoy the book. The main character is problematic, and the fact that you don't feel like you can trust what she's saying, that makes for a very interesting read, because typically you want to be able to trust the protagonist's views and what they're saying. Her truths are peppered with Xanax and alcohol, so she's not a very reliable source. I'm coming to find out, which makes the book even more interesting to me, because you want to be able to trust the main protagonist in the book. You want to be able to trust, but you're just not able to trust her. So I am enjoying the book so far. I'm still debating on what I want to rate this book. It's the first book that he's ever written, so I may or may not take that into consideration, but I am enjoying the book. Like I said, the narrator is a very unreliable source in a lot of ways, so we'll see what I think about the book as I continue on with the novel. I will catch you all a little later. I am watching this movie on HBO. I read the book, I'm Pregnant, and it deals with women's health. The book was pretty good. I know it's a very touchy subject, especially since I can't have children, but I wanted to check out the movie because the book was very intriguing and interesting. So we'll see what I think about the movie.
Is there anything I can do to help? I mean, like, I have a car. I can, like, drive you home if you can move. Wait. No way. If that is who I think it is, I was just way too nice.
So I decided to make flatbread pizza. I made pineapple barbecue flatbread pizza with caramelized onions and mozzarella and Monterey Jack cheese. So that is what we're going to have for dinner. Simka is just resting with me, and we're just hanging out, having some little girl time this morning on Sunday. She's a good girl. She's a very good girl. And I love this squirrel friend. Such a sweet, sweet little baby girl. Look at that. She giving somebody stink eye, though. Probably Sylvester, because she's like, leave me alone, Sylvester. I'm hanging with Mama Mel. That's my girl. Cute as it can be. Hello, book world. I'm going to end this vlog, but before I end the vlog, I wanted to let you know that I did finish the graphic novel of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I did enjoy that. I give it a 5 out of 5. The graphics in the story is very good. I also finished Final Girls by Riley Sager. This is about a lady by the name of Quincy Carpenter. She is a baker and has a website for her baking creations. She is the sole survivor of the Pine Cottage massacres. She also meets Lisa. She is the sole survivor of the sorority massacre, and she's a child psychiatrist. There's also a third final girl who survived the Night Light Inn massacre, called by Calvin Whitmire, who they call the Sack Man. These three individuals create a bond. Lisa, Samantha. Well, Samantha is in hiding and nobody can find her, but Lisa and Quincy Carpenter form a bond because they are the sole survivors of massacres and thus are final girls, just as in a movie when the final girl emerges from the horror story as a survivor, she is considered the final girl. So these three ladies are considered final girls, but there is also a secret and something that is coming for all three of them, Samantha, Lisa, and Quincy. I won't go into too much more detail about this book, except to say that I did enjoy it. It was a 4 out of 5 stars. It is Riley Sager's freshman novel. If you are looking for a thriller that is psychological, definitely pick this book up. The main protagonist in this story is an unreliable source because she does have blackouts and she has kleptomania and she takes Xanax. So there are triggers for assault and drugs and self-harm as well as suicidal ideation. Keep that in mind when you pick up this book. Like I said, this book was a 4 out of 5 stars for me. If you are interested in a psychological thriller with a key character in the story that is not a reliable source, definitely pick this book up. You will not be disappointed. That is the end of the reading vlog for this week. Shannon and I love you guys very, very much, and we wish you all peace, love, books, coffee, and many, many, many blessings.